Hi, this is Cindy from Part-Time Permies, and today we're going to harvest some seeds from the plantain plant, and that way we can use them in bread. Is an English plantain because it's got the long leaves. You can see flowers here, and they're starting to go to seed underneath. This one is completely gone to seed, so there's a few of those in here, so I'm just gonna pull that off, and basically you can pull these seeds apart and put them in bread. We haven't done it before, but that's what Nobby suggested, so we're gonna try it. So instead of pulling the seeds off by hand initially, I'm just going to cut the heads off and collect a bunch of those. It's basically going to be a whole grain bread with some of this and some wheat flour. What we did with the seeds from the plantain plant is we basically pulled them off, which they come off really easily, and put them into a bread recipe. And I have a bread maker, so I tend to use that all the time rather than doing it the traditional way. Mainly because I'm usually doing 5 things at once. So what I did was I basically took a bread maker recipe that was supposed to be a millet wheat germ recipe, and I took the seeds from the plantain that I pulled about a cup worth, and actually, as you see, I barely broke into what I collected. So pulling these off, these are really light and fluffy. So I pulled those off and then replaced the millet and wheat germ in the recipe with the seeds. Now the recipe was a white flour based recipe, and I usually like wheat flour a little bit. I like wheat bread. So I also did a modification on that. I basically did, I believe it was 2.5 cups white and 1 cup wheat, and then a cup of the seeds from the plantain plant, and made myself some bread. And, just to taste it, it's actually very mild. I taste the wheat. The seeds, I think, pretty much break down as you bake it. There's no, some other breads you can taste the grains, you can feel the grains. These seeds pretty much cook out. So, don't really taste it in the wheat bread. If it was done in a white bread, you might taste it more. It may have changed the coloration slightly on the bread, not much, but it tastes good. I mean, it's fine. It tastes like wheat bread to me. So whether it's worth picking all those seeds is the question. I might try that again in a white bread base and just see if I can pull out the flavor of those seeds at all, because they are very mild. And they have their own nutritional value. So frankly, you could put it in like a 10 grain mix or something like that and use that as a part of one of the grains. Not that it's adding so much to the flavor wise, but it's giving more variety to what you're eating. And I always say variety is good when it comes to nutritional value. The bread is good. Especially good with homemade, really wild berry jam. It's a combination of blackberry, black raspberry, and dewberry. Probably mostly dewberry and black raspberry. We don't have as many blackberry plants around here. So, toast with jam makes a great snack. If you're interested, I'll put the recipe that I used to make this bread down below. And if you'd like to try it yourself, it's really easy to do because the plantains grow all over the place and they are seeding right now. But like I said, you can play around with the recipes and add it into other things. It's very mild, has very little flavor. In fact, if you pull the seeds off here, taste them. Yeah, they're very mild seeds. So, very edible though, very good. So it won't add a whole big strong flavor profile to your bread, but it'll add a little variety to the nutritional value is my thought. So it's pretty good. If you like this sort of video, please like, subscribe, comment below, and we'll see you with the next video.